So just like in the zodiac, when Aries, being the first sign, creates the idea and passes it on to Taurus, which is the second sign, we have the similar activities with the moon from October into November. So last month's full moon was in Aries on a Sunday. If you haven't heard that video, you should go ahead and pause this one and watch it, because they do connect. So it was a situation of Aries pretty much standing up to everyone and telling them, if you don't know who you are, find out who you are and be who you are, and learn from the person that you were, are, and become who you want to truly be. Now, the relationship with Aries and Taurus is that Aries is a cardinal sign. Aries starts the idea, and Taurus is a fixed sign. So Taurus takes that idea, holds on to it, helps it to begin its manifestation process, and passes it along to Gemini, which then takes that idea, and Gemini is a mutable sign. So Gemini then takes that idea and transforms it into the path that it should take. Now, the reason I'm saying all this is because this full moon in Taurus, after a year of surprises and chaos, this full moon in Taurus is a full moon of grounding. It's a full moon that will bring about stability. The energy that I'm receiving as I'm speaking, it's a very strong energy, and I feel like my ribs are being held on to, like it's holding on. It's pretty much telling me, hold on. So it's an energy of grounding, and Taurus is naturally the stable, grounded zodiac sign of our zodiac family. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right in. So let's do things a little differently this time. Let's talk about the month itself. We'll begin with an overall review of what the month of November is presenting to us. So we start our month in a full moon in Taurus. Taurus will be on the full moon of Taurus will be on a Tuesday, which is a fiery day. It's the day of Mars. Mars is a fiery energy that rules over Aries. And we continue our month into the new moon of Sagittarius on a Wednesday. And the new moon in Sagittarius on a Wednesday will be ruled by Mercury, which rules over Gemini and Virgo. So, as I was saying from the previous recording for October promises to be a very shocking month. It promises to be a month filled with change, filled with revelations, filled with surprises. And depending on your personal life, if you're not stable in your story, in your journey, in your path, you may come across a lot of events or experiences that are not conducive to your overall experience. And that brings us into November, which, pairing a full moon in Taurus with a new moon in Sagittarius, is a very promising month. It's telling us we will have that chance to stabilize and ground ourselves, while also having that chance to expand our manifestations, receive our blessings, and grow. So this is something that we should all take into consideration, and this is something that we should all meditate on. The reason I'm doing this different from previous months, because previous months I would just do the full moon first and then the new moon. But this time I just thought, let's take the month as a whole to see the big picture. And from what I'm seeing with the big picture, it's pretty much grow and continue to grow. live and continue to live, but always remain grounded and know that your blessing and your manifestations are on their way. So let's go into the full moon and dig a little deeper to see what we have. So today is Tuesday, November 8th. It's a full moon in Taurus. The sun is in Scorpio. The day of Tuesday is ruled by Mars, which is retrograde, and Mars rules over the Ram, which is Aries. If you look at the screen, you'll see I have the bull with the full moon, the sun with the scorpion, the Martian planet with Aries, and the retrograde under Aries, and the birth chart in the middle. We're doing this moon activity different because I think we're reaching that point where we can have more in-depth conversations regarding the actual aspects of what's going on every month. Prior to this year, I used to just give the basic information regarding the moon activities. I used to even provide the different deities that ruled over the specific day, just in case, certain people, they practice spirituality with specific gods, and they have altars, they have practices and rituals that they do. So I used to do all of that, and then something about this year made me realize, don't do that this year, because it's about you. It's about the individual. It's not about the hierarchy energy that's above you, i.e. the deity, the angel, the god, whatever it is that you are attaching to yourself. It's not about that. It's about you. You need to learn yourself before you can go and have these gigantic conversations with these big lords of the universe, of our solar system, of our skies. So let's start the conversation with the full moon in Taurus with reviewing the Taurus sign. I'm a bull myself, so I'm taking this full moon very serious because the last moon activities that we've had in this year that have been under the sign of Taurus have been very powerful. They've propelled my consciousness and my connection with my spirit to a new level. So I can only understand after this October event how important this full moon in Taurus will be. So to begin, Taurus is the sign, everyone knows that, of money. Taurus is the sign of financial abundance. Taurus is a sign of stability. I will agree with this 100%. As bulls, we hate change. We don't like change at all. Like, you know how some people wake up today, they do this routine, then tomorrow they change it, they do something else. Like, the bull can wake up and do the same thing every morning and be very confident in their daily life. That gives us a sense of stability, a sense of knowing what's going to happen the next day, knowing what to expect. Bulls hate surprises. Surprises are like a headache, because one thing that most people don't know about bulls is that we're very empathetic. We're high on that empathy scale. We understand and feel what others go through. So when we're thrown in a space of surprise, we lose that element of self somewhat, and we go into what's going on around the room, and that agitates us. That's the one thing that no one ever connects with the bull. They always say we hate surprises, we hate change, but they don't know why. And that's because majority of the time, remember, we're ruled by Venus. We're ruled by the love chakra, we're ruled by the heart chakra, so we're high on that empathy scale. So when you're throwing surprises at us, you're throwing the unknown at us, we have a sense of chaos, and we hate chaos. We cannot, it's not that we can't function in chaos, we just don't like it. It's not a healthy environment to be in, and we like to be grounded, we like to be healthy, we like to know. So with that being said, you can understand we're coming out of, prior to this full moon, we're coming out of that crazy new moon in Scorpio in October. That new moon of October 25th in Scorpio, we're coming out of that, and the celestials are putting us in a full moon in Taurus, which is necessary. Just so you know, a brief review: the two signs, Taurus and Scorpio, are opposing signs, where Scorpio thrives off of the chaos, the craziness, the mystery, and all that other stuff, the occultism. The bull thrives off of the stable, the grounding, the understanding, the love. So you're coming out of a chaotic new moon in Scorpio, and you're going into a stable full moon in Taurus. Now, how do you apply this to yourself? The way you apply this to yourself is, first, unlike the last new moon where it was on a Tuesday in Scorpio and I told everyone don't participate in the color red because the energies that I received for that new moon, they were dangerous, and red is a very dangerous color. For this full moon, you can participate in the color red. The reason I say that is because you're going to be testing yourself. Not only are you going to be grounding yourself, but you're going to be testing yourself. Because there's a theory that says whenever the bull sees red, the bull attacks. And in all actuality, the bull never sees red. The bull gets agitated from that emotional space of the sacral chakra or the heart chakra and then reacts. It's not the actual color red that causes the bull to react. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your birth chart, and you're going to look to see, where does Taurus appear in my birth chart? That will be your focal point when it comes to your meditation for the full moon. Remember, the bull represents money. The bull represents financial abundance. The bull does not represent sacrifice. I know a lot of people practice different mythological practices, and they believe in sacrifice a bull and you'll reach abundance. You won't. If you sacrifice the bull, you will give up your abundance. That's really how that works. You don't sacrifice the money sign for money. You balance, you ground, you stabilize your own energy to welcome the bull, because the bull does not respond to chaos. The bull does not respond to craziness, in other words. So I hope all of that makes sense to everyone. So here's what we're going to do for this full moon in Taurus on this beautiful Tuesday. We're going to hone in the warrior god of Mars, the god of war. We're going to tell ourselves we're about to go to war for ourselves. Even if you are a multimillionaire, you know what I'm talking about. When it comes to your money, honestly, there's never enough money and there's never enough time. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this space where we're going to war for ourselves. We're going to ground ourselves. We're going to ground ourselves using the stones of the black onyx and the tiger's eye. Once again, the black onyx is one of my favorite stones. It's a stone of protection, and the tiger's eye is a Taurus stone. Sorry, it's a stone of abundance. It's a stone of luck. It's a stone of money. And what we're going to do with those two stones is you're going to place them in the key places of your chakras that you need the most work on. Remember, the Taurus is the sign of the heart chakra, but your issue might not be in your heart chakra. Your financial issue could be in your sacral chakra. Maybe you're one of those people who, when you get emotionally hurt, you go in it could be in your base chakra. You get a little bit of money, you get excited, you waste it. So you're going to put those two stones in those places that are most wounded when it comes to the sign of Taurus. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get a red candle. It can be a pillar candle, it could be a container candle, as long as it's red. And what you're going to do with that candle is light it, sage after you light the candle. Begin saging, and as you sage, you're going to focus on who you are, who you were, and who you want to be. And that's all that you will think about. You'll do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then afterwards, clean up your area, put everything away, go take a salt bath, and spend the rest of the full moon meditating on peace. I hope this helps, because when it comes to the bull, a lot of people have their own opinions, but no one can ever succeed in the element in the realm of the bull, because they bring quote unquote their own bullish. I don't want to curse. They bring their own bullish into that arena of the bull. And when they do that, the first thing that the Taurus sign, the bull pulls away. Like, well, you don't need me if you're already, you know everything, so you don't need me, you're good. And they stay in that loop of chaos. And then they start cursing, you know, why can't I reach this? Why can't I reach that? I've done this and that. No, you've not. You've not listened to the bull, because the bull is a grounded sign. The bull is a stable sign. They always say you'll never find a broke Taurus. You'll find many broke Tauruses, because they stay around broke-minded people, broken-hearted people, broken people. Keep a bull down. If you are a bull and you're going through financial hardship, it's the people around you. Remember, we're empaths, so you're internalizing the people around you, and their craziness and their stupidity is causing you to stay in a rough place that you don't belong in. This part is getting very long, so I'm going to cut it short. Remember, black onyx stone, tiger's eye stone, red candle, sage. And if you want to, you can add some dragon's blood essential oil in the room and diffuse it as you meditate. That should help alleviate the stress, the pain that is associated with always wanting. Because remember, the bull is I have. If I have, then you're always wanting. You get the relationship now? As the ram as I am, and you're always needing. I have, and you're always wanting. And I don't want to give you. I want you to earn. So that's the relationship of the full moon. Earn from working with the Aryan energy in October. Now we're in November, working with the full moon of the Taurine. Earn your right in this world. Earn your space in this world. The ram showed you you are. Now you want to have. Earn it. Don't take it. Don't steal it. Don't manipulate for it. And it will be yours abundantly. So now it is Wednesday. It is November 23rd. The new moon is in Sagittarius. To begin, one thing I've realized while recording is, I usually don't like to say this, but I can't believe how on point I was with the bull reading, because where the bull symbolizes financial abundance, the Sagittarius symbolizes luck and expansion. Sagittarius are social creatures. They are born to socialize. They are ruled by Jupiter's energy. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, and luck. Now you combine the bull's energy and the Sagittarian energy together, you have no choice but to manifest the reality that you're trying to manifest. With that being said, let's jump straight into the personalization of this Sagittarius new moon. So depending, once again, where Sag falls into your birth chart is where you're going to focus. Remember, Sag, every sign has their light and dark side. We all have our, our day and night self, right? So in a new moon, we're planting the seeds that we're going to harvest in a full moon. Now, the full moon of Taurus allowed us to harvest financial abundance. Financial abundance is now going to be replanted during this new moon in Sagittarius, so that that seed can grow even more and we can realize even more abundance coming into December's moon activities. So you want to grab a purple candle, a citrine stone, and a amethyst stone. What we're going to do here is close out the month of November with the feeling, the understanding, and the acceptance of abundance. This is very beautiful because it takes us into the December moon activities, which takes us into Christmas. If you're having any financial issues, if you're having any if the year of 2022 has been ongoing rough from the COVID situation that we had prior to, take this time out to do these two moon rituals. You want to focus your energy on abundance. You want to focus your energy on receiving. You also want to let go of the feeling of not having enough. And you also want to let go of the rigid parts of you that doubt. We should have no doubt in this situation. So just as with the full moon, you'll do your salt bath or your salt shower. You'll sage your area, sage yourself, sage your materials, light your purple candle, place your citron and your amethyst stones in the chakra areas where you need the most work, and you'll meditate. You'll lay there for about 5 to 10 minutes and just focus on abundance and receiving. Hopefully this helps everyone. I wish you all a wonderful November. And as always, love and be loved. And be loved.